2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, basketball fans. It's the Los Angeles Lakers matched up against the Los Angeles Clippers. Well, for the Clippers, they came out flat in Game 5 and got run off the floor. After that embarrassing showing, they're dead set on avoiding a repeat tonight. It's a backs-against-the-wall situation here, fellas.
Oh, I get it.
At home.
Okay.
Their chance to force a Game 7. Shaq?
If you can't get up for a game like this, Ernie, you need to see a cardiologist. I'm amped up. I'm not even playing. Look.
Wow. Look at that.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Wow.
You need to see a cardiologist.
No, that's all hard, Ernie.
You just got to feel something is special in the air, guys. I don't know what's going to happen, but it just feels like something special is in the air. I look for both teams to pull out all stops.
I look at pulling out all the stops.
Yeah.
You said you're pulling out all the spots.
Yeah, all the spots for the stops.
Both of y'all stop.
Okay. We need a new script. Thanks for tuning in.
The bronze likeness of Lakers great Magic Johnson that can be found just outside the front door of our location today, the Staples Center. Pivotal Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals. Welcome everyone to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. And now the Lakers starting group, Green and Rondo in the backcourt. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. And it's Howard in at the center position. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And Harrell's in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So the Lakers win the tip. Rondo passes to Davis. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Davis has got the opening bucket of the night here for the Lakers. And the pass to Morris. From the corner. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
And LeBron throws it down hard.
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Beverley, the pass to Leonard. And it's sent back by Howard. Green taking his time here. Passes it to Rondo. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Davis. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Davis has got his second bucket.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Leonard, no luck. Lakers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. LeBron drives in, lays it up off the glass.
You know, LeBron James is so strong and able to finish through contact because of it. You've got to wrap him up. You've got to get him before he gets that ball up in the shooting motion because contact other than that doesn't bother him.
Here's Leonard following the basket by LeBron James.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Davis kicks to Rondo. From downtown, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now here's Leonard. And it's Leonard again missing.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Here's Howard, and again it's the Lakers.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Nobody near Leonard. Knocks down the 3-ball.
How about Kawhi Leonard knocking down the 3-ball? Didn't have that shot when he got into the league. Love seeing how he's improved as a shooter with the outside jumper.
A nice shot by Howard.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. I asked him if he thinks they can muster the energy and effort it takes to win 2 straight elimination games. He said, absolutely. We're not going to think about 2 games at once. We can't think about Game 7. We have to focus on tonight only. Well, that's a true coach, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Leonard with the bucket.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Patterson comes in for Morris. Lou Williams is checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverley. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Morris comes in for Anthony Davis. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Waiters in for Danny Green. Here's Williams. Dion Waiters making his last shot. Williams, that's good.
Sliding his way inside, Kevin. Williams taking advantage of that late reaction by the defense.
Lakers leading by 10. Rondo passes to McGee. Shoots over Zubac. Again, the Lakers.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point, defensively, you have to take something away.
The shot by Williams, no good.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Leonard on the wing from outside the arc. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. No good that time.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Screen.
Pass to Leonard. Down low, Zubac. The shot off that time. Lakers leading by 12. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Basket counts.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge too. Don't discount that. Patterson, that's good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The 3. The rebound by Patterson. Clippers shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Takes it from 10, and that one, good. Williams has got his second basket.
Gotta like seeing Williams pull up on the dime. That's a hard shot. Stop and get into your shot right away. An effective shooter off the dribble.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Patterson. And now here comes Williams leading the break. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. And that's now 6 points for Williams. From deep. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Lakers lead by 10. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Finals. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Lakers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Lakers. Dion Waiters is out there with Rajon Rondo, and there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Markieff Morris, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward.
The quick release, let's just call him Sweet Lou, pumping it in from deep.
Waiters for three. Traps in the tray. Waiters got 5 points so far.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Kawhi Leonard. Timeout called the Lakers. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Patrick Patterson. Paul George is checked in for Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Anthony Davis comes in for Markieff Morris. LeBron's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Green in for Rajon Rondo.
And it's really obvious that George has put a ton of time into improving his handle. I mean, you never know what he's going to do with the ball in his hands, and most times it's pretty good.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Beverly against Waiters. George, that's a two-pointer. And Davis pulls it down.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Clippers trail by 8. Williams kicks to Harrell. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's LeBron, and the dunk by James.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. On the wing, George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Waiters no luck.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Now here's Beverly after Dion Waiters' miss. Pass to Morris. Just 5 on the clock. And Harrell slams it in.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket for Morris.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Davis. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
And the Clippers call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Clippers trail by 9. Now Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's George. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Beverly. Dion Waiters making his last shot. Drills it from outside. That's 12 points for Williams.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Green finds Davis. Over Morris. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Green.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Beverly with the ball. Here's Morris. Carroll trying to free himself up. And Morris throws it down.
And not a next-level athlete, but Morris has the ability to face up and beat his man off the dribble.
Timeout called the Lakers. They easily took Thursday's game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Patterson comes in for Morris. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Williams. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. The Lakers also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Waiters.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that.
Here's Davis. The quick look, no good that time. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 6. Zubac the pass to George. Rebound the Lakers. They've led by as many as 14 points.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Right side Jackson. Rajon Rondo with the rebound. Lakers leading by 6. In the corner it's James. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And you know, for such a physically powerful player, guys, James also has a deft shooting touch. I mean, showing it off there.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And Contavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, they're important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot. And we got offensive rebounds as well. Get us some second chance at the basket. Just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Halfway home, tonight's Western Conference Finals battle. Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. We've had a great view of all of the action tonight. Taking a look at the Lakers, they clearly can sense how close they are to wrapping up the series in 6 games. They'd love to close it out here and avoid a Game 7. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what you think?
Got to give it to AD. Took control offense, never let it go. Just becomes more patient and more confident in everything he does. Perennial MVP candidate.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Clippers.
Well, the differential in rebounding was huge. And it goes back to the fundamentals, blocking out and just maintaining position. Instead, they went to the lazy man drop, flying in the air, trying to steal rebounds. Well, that didn't work. No one is going to give you an easy rebound. They need to show some fight.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And we're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Clippers trail by 8. We've got Patrick Beverley. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. And it's Harrell in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backcourt.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And that one's good. Leonard's got 9.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
No good from LeBron.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's James. 10 points for him. And it's sent back by George.
Terrific focus from George there, reading the shooter the entire way through. A great shot block.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big-time play on both ends.
Green inside the three-point line. Here's Davis. It's stolen by Morris. And now the Clippers on the break. It's stolen by Green. And Davis with the basket on the assist by James. James has got his 4th assist in this one. Clippers trail by 8. Beverly feeling it out a bit. The pass to Leonard. With the fadeaway. And James pulls it down.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And the Clippers call time here. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
Williams, he's checked in for George. The Lakers also changing it up. Markieff Morris comes in for Anthony Davis. And Dion Waiters subbed in for James. Outside Williams. Here's the floater. And the layup is up and in. Williams has got 14 points.
Can score in so many ways, Kevin. Sweet Lou. The floater, that's like a walk in the park shot for him.
Now here's Rondo. 5 points in the game. It's stolen by Morris. All alone, and it's Leonard with the jam.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
To the middle. And the layup falls. 15 points in the game.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Green inside the three-point line. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Clippers trail by 9. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Leonard, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
So, for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Montrezl Harrell, and it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverley. Here's Rondo. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Rondo's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's just gotten so much better at being able to pull up in traffic there off the dribble. Rondo can make the D pay if you fall asleep.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. So Leonard will go to the free throw line. It's on Rajon Rondo. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Rajon Rondo.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. 6-point game. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Yes, that goes in. Now just a 2-point Laker lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Leonard. After the miss from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Now the feed to Williams. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his third assist on the night. Passes it to Caldwell-Pope. Here's Morris. He's covered by Leonard. And again, the Lakers no good. And here are the Clippers. They're on a 19-7 run. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Lakers trail by 4. Caldwell-Pope for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Caldwell-Pope's got his third basket of the night right there.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Leonard. Rebound by JaVale McGee. Lakers shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. And Caldwell-Pope gets the basket.
Caldwell-Pope is very comfortable near the rim, cashing in from there.
And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That's his first foul. Davis against Leonard. Here's the three. They get it back. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Lakers ahead, up 1. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dion Waiters is out there with Contavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's McGee in at the 5 spot. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Jackson against Waiters. Oh, Leonard in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Here's James. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The first free throw is good. And the Lakers making a change here. Rondo's checked in. Both free throws good from James.
Amongst the many things that I appreciate most about LeBron James, and there are a lot, his leadership. I mean, everybody else just kind of naturally falls into place behind him because he's such a good example and a positive leader.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
It sure is, Greg. It might be the strongest aspect of their offense here.
Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And there's Paul George on the assist by Jackson. Jackson's got assist number 5 here tonight. The Lakers trail. James outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
You know, that's one of the reasons LeBron is so hard to defend, Kevin. I mean, he puts you in a tough spot, forces you to foul him because he's so strong and athletic, and then he gets himself to the line.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. And the Lakers also making a switch. Green, he's checked in for Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Now, here's Beverly. Pass to Leonard. Over LeBron. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
A deep 3 from Green. And again, the Lakers no good. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. They lead by 1. It's hauled in by LeBron.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Here's George following the bucket by the Lakers, and the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the Lakers. Leonard, excellent D from Howard.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Morris with the rebound. The Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Here's Beverly. Here's George. And good, he nails it. George has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, the confidence that George brings to his game is also confidence that impacts and injects his teammates. He's a high-octane scorer who's ready to go as soon as the game starts and whenever he gets the ball.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration. And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets. And he makes it look so easy.
Buries the long-range jumper. And it's now 22 points for Davis.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And, Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
The Lakers in the lead. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
He's so clutch, Kevin. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Here's Leonard, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Leonard's got 30 points.
Boy, I love how Beverly sets up his teammates, Kevin. He's a dependable point guard who really does a nice job dishing the ball.
And it's James missing. Clippers have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. The open shot by Leonard. That one a little long.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
2 points. That one goes. Davis has got 12 points in just the second half.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Now here's Leonard. High post try. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Lakers working the ball around now. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And it's a 5-point Laker lead. The Clippers shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Leonard against James. Leonard no luck. Lakers have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Green finds Rondo. Misses the three. Clippers with the ball. Beverly wide open. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Here's George. Count it!
Shot after shot, one after the other. PG, Paul George, making it happen.
Here's LeBron. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Over Leonard. Good!
Boy, is it tough to stop LeBron right now.
And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 2. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Anthony Davis.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. And he's excited about their chances. He said, this is what we've worked for. This is where we want to be. Now it's up to us to take it. That means big plays and big shots. We'll see if they can rise to the big moment, Kevin.
That'll be a 5-second call.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 2. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
LeBron against Leonard to take the lead. Misses the tray. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. Clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they got to try to manage it.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
You know, Howard, a physical and muscular, authoritative big guy who intimidates most nights. His physicality, very impressive.
That's it. They've won the series.
You know, they had to battle through the very tough Western Conference, but they were able to survive the test and earn a trip to the final.
From day one, this was their goal. Make it to the finals. But really, this is just the beginning for them.
Exactly. And, you know, they'll take a moment to kind of bask in victory here, but it won't be a long one. They know they've got a very tough opponent coming for them out of the East, and they're going to get straight to business in terms of prep for the finals.
Still, they get to celebrate tonight, and they've earned it as champions of the West. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Finish the mission, everybody calm down and just listen, yeah, I'm still with them Eagles, landing on top of them steeples, trying to look out for the people, yeah, we the brand new cathedral, tell them for real though, stop at that judging you weirdo, they know we came up from zero, call me the neighborhood hero, I'm on their heels, once and for all, now that I'm free, I want the ball, give it to me, throw me the Vietnamese, tell them it's time for it, yeah, send me the call, who do you see, stacking it tall, bigger than me, looking at y'all, over the seas, tell them it's time for it, yeah, hey, yeah.